Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher. And today's lesson, well, I'm going to film two today, but one will come out on Tuesday. That is today. And one will come out Thursday. The reason is I'm having a minor procedure done on Monday, and I just don't know how I'm going to feel. So it's nothing big. It's big for me, but it's nothing that's life-threatening or anything. It's just a minor procedure. Ooh, sorry, I kind of leaned forward. So that's why I'm filming today. But the two that I'm filming are so cool. Drogon by Lily Moon. I had to think about how I said that. Drogon by Lily Moon is the first one I'm filming. And you'll see a little sneak preview because I did two of them on the same tangle. And the other one I'm doing is Sand Swirl Tree. I love Sand Swirl. I would put it in lots of different tangles just because I love it. And so that's why I was intrigued by Sand Swirl Tree. And Nadala, Stitch Canova. Sorry, Nadala, if I kind of did your name. So that's the next one. So watch for it on Thursday. And thanks for watching. Hey, I am trying to be better at answering all the comments. So, and I apologize for the many times I didn't comment back to you. I didn't realize how important, this is very bad. I didn't realize how important it was until my husband started watching a YouTube channel, and he commented. He was making a shave horse. We make brooms, handmade brooms, and he was making a shave horse to make the handles, and he commented on the guy from Australia. He made a little comment that, and showed him a picture. Well, I don't know if he showed him a picture, but he commented on his video, and the guy commented back, and my husband was so excited that I thought, gee, my fans are just that important to me, and I need to comment back. So, hey, if you make a comment below, you can expect me to comment back, especially if you ask a question. Hey, ask a question, ask me questions. I am pretty open and honest, and I will answer as many as I can. So let's get started with Drogon and by Lily Moon. And thanks for watching, and let's get started. Okay, this is Drogon, this one right here, and I did it on a little bookmark. And so let's start with Drogon and by Lily Moon, and I'm just going to set these aside, and I'm going to do it on a bookmark because it's such a linear tangle, and when I find one that I like that's a linear tangle and you can make bookmarks out of it, I put it on a bookmark. So we're going to start by drawing just circles about, oh, I don't know, I better come in, huh? About 3/4 of an inch, I don't know, apart. And I'm never real perfect with my orbs or little circles, so I'm just drawing them along my bookmark. And I imagine that if I were to curve them, they would look cool. I should curve them. And now I'm going to come and I'm going to make circles diagonally. And you notice that there was a little space right there that I just had to draw a little circle. And I'm going to go on a zigzag path up my bookmark. And if I start my orb or a little circle where there's ink, there is less chance of me having a start and stop place. And you can see that I rotate my tile, and I really want to get it so I can see this circle or orb, so I know where I'm drawing and how much spacing I need. And as I draw, they get a little better. I did a little drawing today before I started filming, and that's usually what I need to do, is just kind of do a little drawing before I film, and then I can draw a little better. And I kind of slowed down at the end so that I could get it right. So now I have a zigzag line of orbs. And now I'm going to make I would call this, I don't know, I'm just drawing a line down, and it kind of bows out. A giant rice kernel from every orb connecting that lonely orb. And I like mine to be pretty thin. Don't have them bowed out too much, because you're going to draw in between, and you just don't want a great big. So now I'm going to come back, and I'm going to, and I tell you, I would rather draw towards me than away from me. And I skipped that first one because that space was a little bit too small for a line to go in, and it's just curving up to my orb on the top. And now I'm going to rotate this again so that I can pull my line towards me. And that also helps me judge where I'm going, because if my eye looks at the spot I'm going to end, I tend to end there better. Even if I take my eye off the tip of my pen, if I keep my eye on where my pen is going, then I end up there. Has a little curve in it. And now I'm going to repeat that all the way down. And there we have the gist of the tangle. Now I'm going to come back and fill in this little spot, because I have kind of made my marks in there when I stop, and I just of course, you know I'm going to say I like the drama on a tangle, and this really adds the drama to this tangle. Kind of smooths it out and adds a lot of drama to this tangle. Now, on here, this one I filled in with white, and I really, you know, not sure what I want to do here, but we're going to go in, and I'm just going to do my little tiny fescues, not fescues, flux over the top of this area. And just where I've made my dark, I am going to draw right here. I didn't like how I did that one, so I want to do these little fluxes so they kind of form a little diamond shape where and there we have the little flux, and I know that I'm going to come back in and color them in. I should have just made them that way when I drew them, because I don't want to put my hand down over that ink. Even though it says it, we know micron pens dry quickly, I have rested my hand right on something that I just colored in, and I have smeared it a little. So I try to keep my hand away, you know, from where I'm just coloring in. I'm able to make those a little bit bigger if I need to when I color them in. That just helps with that drama. Oh, those are a little odd. But there, it wasn't on camera, so you couldn't see. So, but there we have Drogon, and I am going to go into my stash of jelly rolls, and I've really been on a kick for this kind of metallic, not metallic, but this mauve color. And this is a little metallic. So I'm going to come in here and just fill in these circles right here, these orbs, with a little jelly roll ink in the center. I don't always sell the jelly roll that I'm using, because not everything I use on my website I have on my store, but I should put a link below where you can get these are the metallic. They kind of have a little sparkle to them, jelly rolls. I have white with some white jelly rolls, and I think I have a couple of others, and I'll have to just make sure that I've got them listed on my website. So you can, if there's something you are interested in, you can get it there. And I leave a little white in there just because I can. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to take this dark purple, And that's what I'm going to shade with, along with some black. Isn't fun? I'm going to use two different kinds of pencils. But I'm going to put this purple down in here. I've just gotten into where I'm shading with colored pencils because I like to add color, and this is a good way to just think about what color you want after you do it, and then you can you know, add that color. Okay, I have both my odorless paint thinner and I have my oil, my mineral oil, and I think I like my odorless paint thinner a little bit better, but we'll see. I am using the mineral oil right now. And I've never layered, I don't think I showed a layer when I use mineral oil. I'm going to put a little layer of black down here and then see what it does when I blend it, if it muddies it up too much. Makes it just a little darker. I don't know if I need it. But I like how it, you know, either one, they blend nice. I'm going to change shading stumps, and I'm going to go, and now I'm going to use paint thinner. Oh, definitely like the way the paint thinner does it better. Look, you can see right next to each other how this spreads it, but it doesn't soften that ink. So if I go back in, but if you have, it does an okay job, but if you have allergies or asthma and you need to use something that doesn't have, doesn't trigger those, then you probably will want to use mineral oil. But for me, I'm going to stick with the odorless paint thinner. I like the brilliance that it gives. That's why I just tipped it over, and that's why I have a cap on it, is because I'm famous for tipping it. So now I can see that the black does have a little bit of more, I don't know, I just kind of like the intensity. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit of black just right there in that center one that we kind of draw in the beginning, and blend it out. Oh yeah, I like that. And you can see how I end up with a really lovely, lovely, lovely bookmark. And I believe I'm going to, I haven't tried it, I'm going to go with a little black. I've done this before. This has been one of my favorite ways of putting on a border lately. But I've always done them in color, not in black. So don't remember. You can always smell your if you're using both, you can smell them, and I can smell a little bit of just a little bit of odor on that odorless paint thinner. Nothing is completely odorless, I've decided. When I get stuck on something, I really get stuck on it. And but I really do like how the odorless paint thinner softens that pigment and blends that pigment up. Or it softens the wax. Let's be honest, it softens the wax, and then that blends that pigment. The wax is in the pigment. So you can see I've got a, kind of a cool looking little bookmark. And I've always liked to go back in and just do, I'm wondering if I can just do a border. It's going to be a very subtle border. I'm just doing just kind of a line in a space. And you can just barely see it. I should have let that dry just a little bit more, and maybe it had shown up just a tiny bit more. But I can just be, if I turn it, I can see it. And there we have Lily Moon's Drogon, and there I have it on a couple of other tiles. But I do love this. I will scan out so you get a better view. And thanks again for watching. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Tangle every day. It's good for the soul.